Is this the little boy I carry? Is this the little girl at play? I don't remember growing older. When did that? Ba-da-da-da. When did she grow to be a beauty? When did he grow to be so tall? Wasn't it yesterday when they were small? Bum, ba-dum, bum. Sunrise, sunset, sunrise, sunset, swiftly flow the days. Seedlings turn overnight to sunflowers, blossoming even as we gaze. Sunrise, sunset, sunrise, sunset, swiftly fly the years, one season following another, laden with happiness and tears. Now is the little boy a bridegroom, now is the little girl a bride. Under the canopy I see them side by side. Ba-da-ba-dum. Place the gold ring upon her finger, share the sweet wine and break the glass. Soon the full circle will have come to pass. Bum, ba-dum, bum. Sunrise, sunset, sunrise, sunset, swiftly flow the days. Seedlings turn overnight to sunflowers, blossoming even as we gaze. Sunrise, sunset, sunrise, sunset, swiftly fly the years, one season following another, laden with happiness and tears.
Good morning. Welcome to Holston Valley Unitarian Universalist Church. I am the Reverend Tiffany Sapp, the minister of this church, and my pronouns are she and her. Our opening hymn is a simple chorus based off of some words by the Muslim Sufi mystic Rumi. He says, "Come, come, whoever you are, wanderer, worshiper, lover of leaving. It doesn't matter. Ours is not a caravan of despair. Even if you have broken your vows 1,000 times, come, yet again come." This is a brief and easy song, so let's sing it together 3 times. It is hymn number 188 in your gray hymnal. Please rise in body or spirit to sing together, "Come, come, whoever you are." You are a miracle in motion. I greet you with wonder. In a world which seeks to own your joy and your imagination, you have chosen to be free every day as a practice. I can never know the struggles you went through to get here, but I know you have swum upstream, and at times it has been lonely. I want you to know I honor the choices you made in solitude, and I honor the work you have done to belong. I honor your commitment to that which is larger than yourself, and your journey to love the particular vessel of life that is you. You are enough. Your work is enough. You are needed. Your work is sacred, and you are here, and I am grateful. Please join us in a moment of silent contemplation as we prepare for our time together. I am grateful you're here. We all do sacred work here on this planet and here in this particular community. Our contributions are as unique as we are, and we need all of us in all of our diversity if we're going to be everything that we can be as a community. This winter, I heard a new phrase in reference to Unitarian Universalist communities. Dr. Paula Cole-Jones, who led several of us in a workshop about the eighth principle and multiculturalism in congregations, called us a community of communities. Today, we're going to explore what that means. This morning, we are connected with over 1,000 other Unitarian Universalist congregations who begin their services with a chalice lighting. Let's add our light to theirs as we celebrate our connections this morning.
Good morning. Good morning. We light this chalice, the symbol of our faith, knowing that many others around this land and around the world are doing just the same. For us and our far-flung kin, it is a light of peace, of justice, and of love. But without work, these aspirations flicker out as soon as the candle is extinguished. Let us all join together to accept the challenge of doing the hard work that makes these aspirations real. I am Emily. Good morning again. And I am your service leader today. We welcome you, old friends and new, young and old, online and in person. You are an essential part of our gathering today. Whether today is your first or your 100th, it had said 1000th, and I could not say that. So whether it's your first or your 100th Sunday with us, we are stronger because of your presence. We are one people of many philosophies, many origins, sexualities, genders. We are all growing, all learning, all loved. Just as you are welcome here. Please silence your cell phones. Please observe this wedge of perfume-free zone. We do have activity bags over by the welcome table, should there be any of our younger friends that need something to do with their hands during the service. Just make sure you put them back after the service is over. We do have nursery for ages kindergarten and under. You can bring your kids down to the nursery after the time for all ages or earlier if you would like. And our risk assessment team will no longer be issuing weekly risk levels. We will be at low risk until further notice. So masks are not required, but for anyone that wants them, needs them, we have them to offer, and you're always welcome to wear them for any reason. The chairs, like I said over here, are distanced if that is needed, and we will continue to have recorded services on YouTube posted. So at this time, we would like to invite the kids, the young at heart, youth, parents, anyone who would like to come join us up at the front for a Time for All Ages story. We are managing the camera angles to kind of keep this area off camera, so no one has to worry about being posted on YouTube. Just come up and join us for a story.
I have 2 small candles here today because I am grateful for our 4th principle, which is the free and responsible search for truth and meaning. Free and responsible. Those are 2 big ideas. So let's talk about free first. What does freedom mean? Freedom means you don't get told what to do, you don't get forced. I like that. What about responsible? Does anyone want to say what responsibility is? That one might be a little less fun than free. Would a grown-up like to say something about responsible? Yes?
No. Responsible is sometimes being forced to do things that you don't.
Okay, responsible means sometimes being forced to do what we don't want to do. Responsible means that, sometimes even if we're not thrilled to death about something, maybe it's what is needed anyway. Y'all feel that sometimes? The responsibility. And I think they're important for us to have both. Our Unitarian Universalist histories are full of people who help us understand that our search for truth and our job as meaning makers happens with freedom and responsibility. So I'm going to light the first candle in thanks for our religious freedom. Okay, so I light that candle for freedom. And then I'm going to light this second candle. You know what, though? This second candle looks strangely delicious. It really does. I just can't resist. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's good candle. That's good candle. Why are y'all laughing? What just happened? What happened? Are you afraid to say what happened? I ate wax. Okay, does anyone else want to guess at what happened?
You lost your mind?
I lost my mind. Reverend Tiffany has lost it. What do you think happened? The candle's actually food. I wish I had a gold star because you would get one. So the candle was actually food. One of the things that I love about being a Unitarian Universalist is that we are free to form our own beliefs and decide what's true. But the other thing I love about being Unitarian Universalist is that even when we know we think something, we get to question it, and circumstances might ask us to change our mind. A lot of you believed I had 2 candles up here, right up until I ate one. Then you had to question that belief, and maybe at least one of you guessed that it was a fake candle. It was turnip. I don't recommend raw turnip, but the laugh was worth it. That is the responsible part of our search for what's true, that we keep open minds and we allow new information to reshape what we believe is true. And sometimes the responsible thing to do is to change a belief. As you go about your week this week and you learn new things, you might want to pause and ask yourself, is this really true? Is it really a candle or is it a turnip? And how do I know? If you do this, I hope that you will remember our time here today and that you will be grateful that we are a religion that can search for what's true and can change our minds. So thank you for playing with me this morning, and y'all can go back to your seats. 4 times a year on the 5th Sunday of the month, our social justice team selects an organization that aligns with our mission and our values and selects them to receive a special offering. This time, we are focusing on the environment and are offering our support to Hope for Bristol. Co-founder Joel Kellogg is going to come share some information with us about who they are and what they do.
Good morning. Well, my name is Joel, and I'm the current president of Hope for Bristol. I was going to be here with my beautiful wife, Christy, this morning. We had a fur baby emergency, so she is at the airport emergency clinic, unfortunately. But I want to just say that she's my light and my rock, and she is here in spirit with us today. So we are honored that you've chosen our organization for Giving Sunday. Our organization is comprised of regular people. We are basically your neighbors, so we do not pretend to be anything other than that. I'm a jeans and t-shirt guy, so who you see here today, this is me. I will tell you straight up that public speaking is not something I relish. I'm also not very good at it. So I'm extremely passionate about our organization and its mission. That overwhelms me often, and today will probably not be an exception, so please bear with me. Hope for Bristol stands for healing our polluted environment, and we were born from a need to organize our community to put an end to the Bristol, Virginia owned and operated quarry landfill. To summarize, this landfill began exhibiting signs of an elevated subsurface temperatures in late 2020. Airborne emissions increased to the point that residents were fleeing their homes in the middle of the night. The emissions earned the nickname the Beast. The beast causes serious reactions due to the toxins it is comprised of. Severe headaches, nausea, vomiting, burning eyes and sinuses, tingling, numbness in your fingers and toes, and nosebleeds, all common effects from this. So the beast does not discriminate. It invades our homes, schools, churches, businesses, and vehicles. It lives in our clothes dryers, our cupboards, and even in our refrigerators. At its worst, the beast had residents attempting to sleep wearing canister gas masks, covering their faces with wet towels, and actually retreating to the least affected room in their homes, duct taping around their windows and doors, and sleeping on the floor. We witness horrors that should not be allowed anywhere, let alone in the United States. So we are small, but we are a force. We have become the focal point of our community's efforts to save our cities through extensive research, networking, and clear, honest, detailed communication with our residents. A short time ago, we knew nothing of landfills, of how regulatory agencies work, of how to start and operate a nonprofit. We only knew that this environmental disaster was endangering our beloved community. Told you. So I must emphasize something that Emily said during the chalice lighting. Let us all join together to accept the challenge of doing the hard work that makes these aspirations real. So we completely agree that hard work does make aspirations real. We have done and continue to do the hard work, the work that no other local organization would touch. We do not rely on local governments for funding. Therefore, this allows us to do the right thing without fears of repercussions. We at Hope are as different as night and day. We probably never would have met and certainly would not have achieved the unity we have without this common cause. In spite of our differences, we each carry a love of our environment and of all living things, as well as a strong commitment to do what is right in the world. In a short time, we have been successful in building support to end this disaster. Our voices spurred the city of Bristol, Tennessee to take legal action against the landfill owner. The state of Virginia and its regulatory agencies did the same. A panel of experts was convened, and their recommendations for mitigation are now part of a legal binding agreement that includes stopping the intake of waste and, most recently, permanent closure of this landfill. However, there's still much more hard work to do. We have built partnerships with scientists, activists, and organizations both locally, nationally, and internationally. We are currently building a grassroots stationary air monitoring network, and very soon we'll announce that a major U.S. university will initiate a health and air study in our community. All of this brought about by a small group of ordinary citizens who simply will not stand idle in the face of a threat to the well-being of our community. This commitment comes at great personal cost. It has strained relationships, taken thousands of hours of volunteer time, and at times we have endured great mental anguish as we listen to the horror stories from thousands of our residents who've had to live with this disaster. So today you each have an opportunity to add your voice to ours. Every penny we have ever received goes towards our mission of clean air and a healthy environment for our community. We are 100% volunteer and unpaid. If you'd like to volunteer to help, we welcome you to do so. We have needs at every level as we continue to grow our mission. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and our website at hopeforbristol.org. So once again, we are honored and grateful for your invitation to share our cause with you today. Thank you.
Thank you, Joel, for your work, and thank you for the opportunity to support it. We will take up our offering for Hope for Bristol at the same time that we take up our regular offering at the end of the service. Put any offering that you have for Hope for Bristol in the white envelope that's enclosed in your bulletin so that we know that's what it's for. Our special music today is Harmonize by Rising Appalachia. There's a lot of questions in this song, and those questions are really an invitation to connect, to understand each other. We can't be community without this curiosity, the ability to speak our true selves to each other, coming to each other with curiosity instead of assumptions. So let's take up this invitation to harmonize.
Tell
The ways that we care for each other, listen to each other, and support each other is a key part of how we build community together. We do this in many ways, but almost every week we ritualize this caring and this connection in the lighting of candles for our joys and our sorrows. If you'd like to share a joy or a concern in person, please use the candle cards that are located on the back table. And if you'd like to share a joy or a concern from a distance, you can email me at minister@hvuuc.org. If you wish to light your own candle, please go around and form a line by the window, and Emily will assist you. And if you're on this side of the building, please go around through the back door so that you don't pass in front of the camera. And if you wish to remain seated and have us light a candle for you, please raise your hand until I acknowledge you, and I will light a candle for you at the end. And we light our first candle for you who are not in the building, but are ever in our hearts and our minds. And we light our final candle for all that remains unspoken in our hearts and minds. It is ironic and delightful to me that in this congregation where so many people say that they are here to be with like-minded people, that we are actually quite diverse. We are pluralistic. We hold a wide ranges of beliefs and philosophies. Our ages range widely, and it's a blessing to get to play a part in bringing up the next generation. We come with a variety of gender expressions and ways of loving and ways of building family. And believe it or not, we even have at least 4 different political parties that I know of represented within this congregation. And these differences highlight that while we are here to build community, our understanding of the ideal community isn't always going to be the same. Adding to that complexity is the fact that we're really too big for everyone to know everyone else, no matter how hard we try. If we took our adult members and friends and children and youth and staff and people online who have never joined us in person before, there'd be about 180 of us. If you want to challenge me about that, like, I did all the math, but then I took that out of the sermon because y'all didn't want to hear it. If all of us were together, I did the math on this too, and stood in a circle holding hands, we'd take up over half a football field, meaning that I would struggle to see and hear the people on the other side of the circle. It is easy to get lost in the crowd in the big circle. But what if, instead of this big field holding one giant circle, what if we had 15 or so smaller interlocking circles? This is essentially what people do in churches of this size. It's what Dr. Paula Cole-Jones calls a community of communities, and it's a good thing. It means that there are smaller groups here where we can experience the sort of intimacy and practice the sort of authenticity that we need to thrive with a manageable number of people that we can actually get to know. But that the larger church structures and a complex web of interpersonal relationships keep each of these smaller circles interconnected. Smaller circles, formal and informal, happen in a variety of ways. Some are age-old friendships that go on big trips together and have dinner parties. Some are newer friendships that meet with kids for play dates, and they aren't formally groups of the church at all. Many others are formally connected to the church, like covenant groups that gather for a certain period of time to address certain topics, religious affinity groups like the atheist group or the pagan group, or gender identity groups. Religious education classes, brunch bunch, and book groups are also communities within this larger community. And some groups exist around the work we do, like committees and collaboratives and the band and task forces that come together to support our shared ministry, all the way up to board leadership. Even if relationship isn't the focal point of those work-oriented communities, community still happens. These smaller circles become the building blocks of the church, and they connect us to those who we have things in common with. They are the easiest people to feel at home with. Maybe you're still seeking your smaller circles. It will take some time and some risk and some trial and error, but you will find your people. Starting with a covenant group, a religious education class, or joining a social justice subgroup are great ways to get started. Our covenant was written by you all here to answer the question, what promises do we need to make each other to build the larger circle where we can all thrive? In our diversity, we cannot assume that we value all of the same things or that we need all of the same things. We all are keepers of this covenant. And here's the covenant on the back of our bulletin. I can scan this list and I feel the big yeses of yes, that's how I want to be treated, along with the discomfort of remembering every time that I have failed to live up to it. These are new relationship habits that we are learning, and we will mess up. Dr. Paula Cole-Jones says these moments when we mess up, talk about it, and work towards repairing relationships are actually how we build strong relationships and healthy churches. Like Rumi said, though we break our vows 1,000 times, come yet again, come. The line in our covenant that I want to focus on today is near the bottom. See conflict as an opportunity for transformation. Today is our annual meeting, and we're not going to agree on everything, and that's okay. Transformation is written into our vision statement, and it is written into our covenant. Transformation tells us that we are not done becoming yet, and that there is a process that will get us there, and that sometimes it is going to come with growing pains. Can we tell each other that we disagree with each other and stay in relationship? Can we get curious about the values and needs that lay beneath a disagreement? Can we negotiate what we need? Can we let go of what we don't need? I think we can. I've seen our board do it many times this year and last. Are we willing, as our covenant says, to see conflict as an opportunity for transformation? Can we understand that we are not all the same and that we don't have the same needs, but that we do need each other? It's what we've said we will do. Often, there is an initial moment of, oh no, there's a conflict, that will put us in a place of fight or flight or freeze, but it's what we do next that really matters. A great technique to let go of our initial defensive reactions and return to relationship and believing that we can sort it out together is a Buddhist meditation called the Metta prayer. And I'd like to show it to you now. If it seems familiar, it's because it is the inspiration for the loving kindness hymn that we sing every week here when we light candles. So, let's begin by putting ourselves in a relaxed position. Every person is different, but for a lot of people, this involves taking stuff out of your hands and putting your feet flat on the floor, but I'm not going to tell you what is relaxed for you. You can close your eyes if you want, and let's begin by breathing slowly and deeply so that we can feel our breath all the way down into our bellies. Let your breath invite you to relaxation. Feel the ground under you. Allow background noises to just be part of the love that surrounds you, and breathe deeply in and out. And we begin with love for ourselves. Say to yourself in your inner voice, may I be well. May I be happy. May I be peaceful. May I be free. Breathing slow and deep, let the love for yourself expand. May I be well. May I be happy. May I be peaceful. May I be free. Now think of someone in your life or someone in this community that is easy to send loving thoughts to, like a friend. And imagine saying these words to them. May you be well. May you be happy. May you be peaceful. May you be free. Remembering to breathe deeply. May you be well. May you be happy. May you be peaceful. May you be free. And now think about someone here that you feel neutral toward. Maybe a face that you have seen around the building but don't really know. And imagine saying these words to them. May you be well. May you be happy. May you be peaceful. May you be free. Remembering to breathe deeply. May you be well. May you be happy. May you be peaceful. May you be free. And now think of someone you have had a mild conflict with, or have experienced some discomfort with. And imagine saying these words to them. May you be well. May you be happy. May you be peaceful. May you be free. Remembering to breathe deeply. May you be well. May you be happy. May you be peaceful. May you be free. Now imagine yourself with these 3 other people you have imagined as if you are in a circle together, and imagine all 4 of you saying together, may we be well, may we be happy, may we be peaceful, may we be free. And now imagine that this energy is all around us and encompassing the entire congregation. And imagine that all of us in that big circle are saying to each other, may we be well. May we be happy. May we be peaceful. May we be free. And now imagine this loving kindness expanding out to Johnson City and Kingsport and Bristol and the areas that our lives touch. And imagine all of us saying to this larger community that we are a part of, may we be well. May we be happy. May we be peaceful. May we be free. And now imagine this loving kindness expanding out to this nation that we are a part of. And imagine all of us saying to everyone in America, may we be well. May we be happy. May we be peaceful. May we be free. and imagine that this loving kindness expands even further out to encompass the entire world that we share. That even in our many differences, we share that we want to be happy and that we want to be free from suffering, and send that love to the whole world. May we be well. May we be happy. May we be peaceful. And may we be free. Breathe in all the way down to your belly. And breathe out, letting it all go. Scan your bodies. Notice if there are changes in how you feel. Check in with your emotions. I hope you feel some peace and connection. And when you are ready to, open your eyes. May we be well. May we be happy. May we be peaceful. And may we be free. Let's lean in to this transformation together.
May the love which overcomes all differences, which heals all wounds, which puts to flight all fears, which reconciles all who are separated, be in us and among us now and always. Thank you for being with us today. If you're visiting, we invite you to leave your information at the welcoming table. Grab a brochure. There are still spots open for our next Path to Membership class, which will be on Sunday, May 28th after the service. You can sign up using the sheet on the back table or by emailing membership@hvuuc.org. These are just some announcements. We are starting to plan for our summer religious education. During the summer, rather than having structured individual classes, we offer an all-ages activity during the religious education time. So previous RE classes have included discussions on astronomy, rock painting lessons, things on pollinators, a variety of science experiments, special music. The sign-up sheet for your children is in the vestibule, and it's looking pretty sparse right now, so sign up today. If you have questions, please contact the DRE Justin Ridley at dre@hvuuc.org. Actually, the sign-up sheet is for y'all to host. Teach it. Yeah. All right. And also, get your kids involved. But okay. The RE Collaborative is hosting a teacher appreciation dinner. Thank you, teachers. On Saturday, May 6th from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. at the church here. This is to thank the teachers the RE teachers that take care of our kids, the OWL facilitators, the youth group leaders, the nursery volunteers. Thank you all so much. If you have volunteered in one of these areas in the past year, please RSVP to Justin Ridley, again, dre@hvuuc.org, with your +1. We can get an idea of how many to expect. Childcare with pizza will be available to those 11 and under. And today at 4:30 is the youth group picnic. Incoming youth who will turn 12 during the next school year, through rising 12th graders, as well as their families, are invited to this potluck at the Eastman Recreation Area in Kingsport. There are multiple shelters if you've not been there. This is at Shelter 36 today at 4:30. It's beautiful out there. Hot dogs, including vegan dogs. Condiments, plates, and all that good stuff will be provided. It would be great if you feel like bringing a side or dessert. And if you're interested in helping in the Sunday services tech, whether that is running the video camera, whether it's pushing play, or anywhere in between when we have videos to show, or editing and posting our services after they're recorded, we would love it if you would email the tech@hveuc.org to express your interest.
Thanks for being with us today. Next week, I'll be out of the pulpit and we will be hearing from Lee, a member of our community, as he explores our free and responsible search for truth and meaning using the metaphor of the quest for the Holy Grail. Today, as soon as this service ends, our annual meeting will begin. There's no break. There's no coffee hour. Just stay right in your seats. We might block the door, I'm not sure. If you are a member of the congregation, please stay to vote on our board members, our budget, and 2 special motions that have been submitted. This is an important part of being that community of communities, so if you're a member, we ask that you stay put and be part of our democratic process. If you're a friend of the church or a visitor, you are welcome to stay and observe the annual meeting, though you cannot vote, but we will let you leave if you decide you don't want to stay. So before we move on to this, oh, yes?
I have an announcement. I just want to encourage everyone who identifies as a woman to come to Women's Night, 18 and over. It's the first Friday of every month, and that'll be this upcoming Friday. And I'm not sure where it's going to be. At Michelle's. So it'll be awesome. Please come out. The more the better. No agenda, just fun.
So before we move into this foundational work of building community, please receive this benediction. In this community, we hold hope close. We don't always know what's going to come next, but that cannot dissuade us. We don't always know just what to do, but that will not mean that we are lost in the wilderness. We rely on the certainty beneath, the foundation of our values and our ethics. We are the people who return to love like the North Star, and to the truth that we are greater together than we are alone. Our hope does not live in some glimmer of an indistinct future. Rather, we know that the way to the world of which we dream is by covenant and the movement forward of one right action and the next. And by this, we know that one day we will arrive at home. Our closing hymn is number 311 in the gray hymnal, Let It Be a Dance. As we sing our closing hymn, we will pass the offering plate. The donations that you make to us are what fund all of our efforts here, so we thank you so much for your support. And don't forget about your white envelopes. Donations placed in the white envelopes will support the efforts of Hope for Bristol. So please rise with us in body or spirit for our closing hymn, number 311.